Okay, as promised, I'm going to tell you the story of the time that my boss asked me to remove a snake from his house. Now, this does not go without precedent. Um, One day, the attorneys had gone to a late lunch. I'm still trying to figure out if I can open this. I opened it once before. Why can I? There it is. Yay. Anyway, they'd gone to lunch, and I saw something moving out of the corner of my eye in the front office. I was a receptionist at the moment, and so I got up to investigate because that's what I do. And then I found a little garter snake, a little bright, well, not too bright, but a green snake, trying to get into the potted plant by the front door. Now, unfortunately for the snake, the front door inside of a law office is not a good place for a snake to be. So, I rescued this little guy. So I reached down and picked him up, behind the head. And about that time, my bosses, should I put the peach under my foundation or on top? Yeah, okay. Anyway, they walk in at this time. I stand up because I don't want to get hit by the big old door. And so I walk in, and two older attorneys walk in. One of my, oh my God. I'm not sure that this is the right color, but whatever, it's fine. It looks like the right color. Anyway, they walk in, and here I am in my corporate casual, sensible shoes, holding a snake in the office. So they both just kind of stand there and look at me, and I'm like, and so I take the snake across the street to this little empty field by the courthouse. It used to be a building, but it's not. I mean, yeah, it used to be a building, but it got torn down, or fell down, or tornado, I don't know. It was not there when I was there, that's all I know. So one day I'm at work, and I am the only one there. My boss is at home with his wife. My other attorney was, I don't know where the hell he was, doesn't matter. And this was when I was the only employee. So my boss calls me, and I could hear his wife kind of in the background, and she does not sound happy. She seems distressed. So he calls, and he's like, hey, there's a snake in my basement. Would you possibly be able to come get him? I said, sure. So I lock up the office, grab my purse, obviously, and lock up the office, and I go to his house and go downstairs into his basement to find his wife standing on a chair. He's in his 80s. His wife, probably mid to late 70s. So she points behind the couch, and I see it, and I'm like, I see the couch, I don't see the snake. I peek behind the couch, nothing's going on. I'm like, all right, cool. No snake, but the snake is here. Because Carol is not, she's not the kind of person to be dramatic. So I get her upstairs, and then I flip the couch over, right? It's just a little couch. I flip it over. It's in the basement. And there's a snake. It's just like a, I don't know, like a rat snake. It's just a harmless little noodle. And probably scared shitless because it was just chilling. There was all this activity and they found a safe spot. Now there's not a safe spot. So I pick him up and I go carry him upstairs. And my boss hands me one of those lingerie bags with a zipper. With, you know, like you put socks and stuff in before you wash it. So I deposit the harmless little noodle into there. And then I drive him a little bit out of town behind the vet's office. The vet's moved since then. It's in a different place, doesn't matter. So I take him to the little place and let him go, and he's probably had a very traumatic day. But I was telling someone that story, and they're like, "I'm sorry, what? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. It didn't really seem all that weird then that my boss would call his paralegal to come remove the snake from his basement. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. This is definitely in my job description. And the person I was talking to is like, you realize that, you know, that's weird, right? They didn't call animal control. They just went, oh, I'm going to call Christina to come handle the snake. But I did handle the snake, so apparently snake handling is in my job description. Maybe I should put that on my resume. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Alright, rare beauty, a dab will do ya. Alright. I don't have a lot of time. So anyway, it's not like it's like a giantly long story, and it's the only drama is the fact that I was secretary and paralegal, and I was called to go get a snake out of somebody's house, my boss's house. So while weird, I never really thought it was all that strange until I told somebody else, and they're like, what? So let's see. What should I tell you next? I mean, you want to hear? I told you about the last video. I told you about when I cut my knuckles at hitting a girl at church. And y'all do know about my. So I am nocturnal. I mean, not like just I'm a night out. No, I am nocturnal. I don't do mornings well. Mornings are not my jam. Because to me, this is the middle of the night. The way my body works. I have charts. I have charts. I am hitting my groove when everybody else is asleep. So the night that I shaved my head and bleached my hair white, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, that seems very extreme for a lot of people because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But for me, that was like the middle of the afternoon. It was like, oh, sweet. Perfect time. I'm wide awake. And not like early afternoon, not like 2, it was more like getting close to dinner time for like most people. Because if I don't have anywhere to go and I have no obligations and I've got nothing to do, right? On the off chance that ever fucking happens. If it happens, right? And I can just be left to my own devices, I will go to sleep around 7 a.m. and then sleep until 1-ish. No alarms, no nothing, just that's the way my body works. So the fact that I have to be at work at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm supposed to leave in 4 minutes, is kind of, it's kind of like somebody having to go to be at work at like 3 o'clock in the morning for me. It just, it's not good. I do it, but I ain't real happy about it. But I feel about it the same way who other people who have to be at work at stupid early o'clock, and they're like, yeah, but then I have my whole day. Yeah, but then I have my whole day. Because you know what? At dark, I will be wide awake and ready to go. I've got my second wind. Because that is my time. I gotta work tomorrow, but I gotta work tomorrow night. So I'll do better makeup, more expansive makeup tomorrow. Today we're just fucking working with what we got. Because I've got 4 minutes. Because I did get up at 8, but yeah. Unfortunately, that gives me too much time. I made my coffee, the protein drink. I brushed my teeth, put on my contacts, showered, obviously. But yeah. We are using Badass Bay by Catrice. Pretty colors. Anyway, like I said, fuck. We're gonna use the straight fire again. We used it yesterday. I only did one little quick swipe. We're gonna do another swipe today. 2 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, we're gonna just do a little. Fuck, what color did I use? I think I used this one. Doesn't matter. Would you just call me the Bob Ross of makeup, okay? Because we just got happy little accents and we're gonna make everything fucking work. I could tell you about the time, not today, obviously I ain't got time, but I could tell you about the time maybe next time. Tomorrow, maybe. So, you want to hear about the time that I almost got arrested at a concert, but I didn't. Because I wasn't really doing anything. I mean, I wasn't doing anything right, but I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't like... Or about the time that I decided that I didn't want to give up my 2 days of adolescent freedom, and so instead, when I had a slight medical emergency, I just gave myself stitches. I mean, they're both interesting stories, and I guess I could cover them both eventually, but I don't know. Alright, so that is all we are doing. Okay, that is all we're doing, because that's all I got fucking time for. Look, where, there. I was gonna say, where's my other highlighter? Because this is like a 3 a.m. shift for me, and I'm just, I can't, I tell people, and by people, I mean the woman who makes the fucking schedules, I tell her that I don't do mornings. Mornings are not good. I am nocturnal. I don't think she knows how serious I am about that. I am fucking nocturnal. I mean, I'm fine, but, you know, I get 5-6 hours of sleep and I am chaotic neutral. If I can get 7 or 8 hours, I'm more chaotic good. And, you know, I think that that's probably better for everybody. I need the point. Do I have time for lip liner? Not really. So no one really has seemed to notice that I toned my hair, and if they did, they haven't said anything. I did have one girl at work, she said, "Oh, you got a haircut." No, I didn't. I did not get a haircut. I thought about getting a haircut, but I did not get a haircut. I toned my hair, but apparently that is, it's enough to where people can tell there's a difference, but not enough to know why they can tell there's a difference. I have a blemish right here. So instead of using like a little marker, I'm gonna make, maybe? The fuck, man. Make like a little beauty mark on it instead. Yeah. That looks fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. It'll do for today. I had a little sticker on it. You know, one of those little stickers that like people wear out. I don't remember the brand, but they're called Peach Slices. Anyway. And it is better than it was yesterday. Because here's the thing, FYI, I am, in case you're unaware, this is your first foray into my nonsense. I am 48 years old, and you know what? Sometimes you get pimples. I normally have pretty good skin, but, you know, what with being human and all, shit happens. And I would already be wearing my socks, except for, the kitten was playing fetch with a piece of ice. And, there's now a melted puddle in front of my bedroom door, and I do not want to be wearing wet socks all day. It sounds like hell. Love you. Have a great day.